Hello everyone, it's Monday, May 20th. This is Liam McMahon, I'm a currency strategist here at GlobalFxClub.com, and I'm here today to talk to you about dollar CAD. We're going to run through a couple dollar CAD timeframes, take a look at what the pair may be planning to do in the upcoming session sometime this week. So, please take a moment to pause the recording and read the risk disclaimer, which should now be on your screen, and then we will get started. Alright. So here we have the 4-hour chart of dollar CAD. Back in September of last year, we hit our lows around 96. We managed to rally up to a high of 103.41. That came back in, I think, early March, late February, early March. We then declined, started to head higher. I thought that this move here back here in the middle of April would be the move to break out and continue above 103.5 and head towards 105. But the pair got knocked back down pretty hard, all the way down towards basically almost down to parity. We stayed above parity, if only just, but we held this ascending trend line here, connecting the lows with this middle point in January, and we got a third touch here right earlier this month before we rocketed higher. We've now cleared the descending trend line, marking the top of this congestion pattern. Furthermore, we have several key bullish moving average developments here on the 4-hour chart. The red line is the 50 period EMA, the green is the 100, and the tan is the 200. We have a bullish golden cross here, the 50 crossing above the 200 period EMA. We also have the 50 crossing above the 100, and we now have the 100 challenging that 200 period EMA. We did get a false reading from the similar thing happening back on this move higher, again back in April, but hopefully this time, combined with the trendline break, it means dollar CAD is getting geared up to continue higher. There is significant support here around 102.50. Again, this descending trend line. Would not surprise me in the slightest to see the pair do something like this, consolidate a little bit sideways here before breaking out higher. If we jump out to the daily chart, you get kind of a better look at this congestion pattern that we've been contending with, and it also gives us some targets. If we do hold this breakout, which I expect that we will, that does look like 104.45 would be our first target. Those are the most recent highs. Those came back in June of last year, so almost a year ago. Those are the opportunity to test those highs. You can see here on the daily chart, the moving averages have remained bullish. Have been bullish really since this rally here, starting back in January. So we've crossed over. We're holding it. This dip down here that we experienced last month did not interrupt really the bullish moving average configuration. And they are starting. You can see the 50 has already begun to turn up, the 100 has turned up, and the 200 has even begun to peek its head a little bit higher. So I do like dollar CAD to the upside. We did just have a very strong run, followed a strong run down, followed by a strong run up on a pair that does a lot of consolidating. So we may see a good period of consolidation before we break higher, but I do expect that break higher to challenge those 104.45 highs and eventually push on towards 105. If we take a look at an even larger context, move up to the weekly chart. Let me fix my chart real quick. Okay, 108.53 are the highs from a long time ago, 2010. We do have another break to consider. We've chopped around. We are now decisively higher out of this congestion pattern. We also, if you can see last week's candle, very strong bullish candle. very aggressively bullish, and it did take us over this 200-week EMA, which you can see we failed to close above here, failed to close above here, failed to close above here. Did put in one close here. We did push above it now for the second time, and hopefully with that close we can continue to push higher. We also have the 50-week EMA threatening to cross over the 100 EMA, which would be a nice bullish crossover, help provide some confirmation for this move higher. Again, the pair needs to stay above this breakout level here, really around 102.50. Even dips down to 102.25 would be okay as long as we don't close too many candles down there. But ideally, we see some consolidation here between 103 and 102.50 before a break higher, either later this week or the beginning of next week. Again, we have some significant event risk this week, especially on Wednesday with the FOMC minutes. Could provide a bullish catalyst for the dollar. Should we see evidence that the Fed is looking to taper? If not, we may see dollar dips, but hopefully those dips on dollar CAD will be limited to that 1025 figure. All right, so that's what we're looking at here on dollar CAD. If you have any questions, as always, head on over to GlobalFxClub.com, and we'll be happy to talk to you there. Everyone, I hope you have a terrific trading week, and I will talk to you soon.